From the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans alongside Pat Timlin, I'm Amy Zimmer. Georgia falling to Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl. Final score 23-10, and while it was a disappointing ending for the Dogs, the seniors sure do have something to be proud of.
Yeah, talk about a group that comes in and wins back-to-back national championships and puts Georgia at the top of the college football world. They look like they were going to dominate for years and years to come. They go out as the winningest class in Georgia history, something Kirby Smart really told them to be proud of, even after losing to Notre Dame here in New Orleans.
Talking some fourth year, some fifth year, and even a few 6 years who will exchange their red and black uniforms for perhaps an NFL team's colors or maybe a suit and tie in the next months ahead. That's including Savannah native Warren Brinson. This senior class ending their career with an FBS leading 53-5 record, which is a school record, winning a pair of national championships and 2 SEC titles in their career.
And the seniors that are part of this class, I mean, absolutely incredible. I just told them what they went through this year and what they played and how they played, the resiliency, the injuries that we've had, and to win an SEC championship, which I have so much respect for our conference, and to win some of the comeback games they won and never quit, even in this game, never quit. That's the attitude you got to have to get better as a football program.
I guess like family, closing it, the guys that stayed in.
Just seeing all the seniors and some of the guys that I came in with, like Dan and Malachi and Jalen and everybody, Tate and Jared, everybody, just a bunch of good leaders.
I'm going to be proud of these guys. Coach told us just a minute ago that we're the winningest senior class that ever came through Georgia, so, could be proud of that, but we lost, so not really feeling that right now.
And what will you always remember about this senior class?
Just the resilience that we had. I know you hear that from everybody, but you look at some of the games we've had. They told us we trailed in 9 games this year. We always find a way. We didn't tonight, but I'm just super proud of the way we fought all season long. And this loss doesn't define us.
And how about this? At the final coaches press conference ahead of the Sugar Bowl, Georgia head coach Kirby Smart and Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman were asked who has the advantage entering this game. And Georgia head coach Kirby Smart joked, whoever wins.
Yeah, it's easy to say that after the fact, but when you look at the seedings, the lower seeds were actually kind of favored in a couple of the matchups. Texas against Arizona State, Penn State against Boise State. It was really the Rose Bowl and here at the Sugar Bowl where it was tight matchups where you expect really either squad could win. Well, we have our answer about how it really impacts Georgia or Notre Dame, but it's something that Kirby Smart hints at should maybe be looked at by the College Football Playoff Committee, maybe changing as soon as next year.
I look at what Vegas says, and it went kind of with what Vegas said. You know what I mean? Like, at least in those 2 games, I guess ours was I don't know what it was close, but 2 of those teams were better than the other teams, to be honest with you. And that is what it is. That's more about the seeding process and where it is. But I'm not here to complain about anything. Given the opportunity, Notre Dame lost probably their best defensive player. So I don't know how that's an advantage.
And that's a wrap on the 2024 Georgia college football season. Not the end they wanted, but nonetheless come to the end here in the Sugar Bowl.
And after missing the college football playoff last year, the Dogs' postseason run coming up short here in the quarterfinal and ending with an 11-3 overall record. For now, that's a look at sports. For Pat Timlin, I'm Amy Zimmer. Stay with us.